JewishHistory.org presents Rabbi Beryl Wine's 5,000 Years of Jewish History. One video clip at a time. Clip number 6. Jacob, Esau, Lavan, Rachel, and Leah.
Jacob escapes the wrath of his brother. Esau naturally is very, very disturbed over the fact that Jacob somehow has obtained the birthright, even though Jacob is entitled to it. But my friends, we all know there's no fight like a family fight, and there's no family fight like a fight over inheritance. In my experience in the rabbinate over the years, the most bitter fights are between brothers, and it goes on for generations. Even if each brother had more than enough money and doesn't need more. There's something within us that demands our right at all cost. And therefore, Esau is determined to take revenge on Jacob and to kill him, which in the world, we think that by killing people, somehow we solve the problem. When all of history has taught us that it solves little, if any, problems, and only in certain instances. I would think the American Civil War, for instance, or World War II, does the complete destruction of the enemy really bring about a positive result. In any event, Jacob flees. He goes to Syria. He goes to the home of his mother, to her brother Lavan, Jacob's uncle. Lavan is the arch criminal in the world because he doesn't behave like a criminal. He's the con man. He's the guy that gets you to invest $50 billion with him on a Ponzi scheme. Lavan is the original cheater. Jacob has no choice but to show up there because he's got to be protected from Esau. So he comes incognito, he comes poverty-stricken, and there he meets his wife, Rachel, and he loves her. And he makes an agreement with Lavan that I'll work for you for 7 years for nothing, just room and board, and you'll give me Rachel, you'll allow me to marry your daughter. Lavan accepts the terms, but on the wedding night, he substitutes Leah for Rachel. And he does so with a veneer of legitimacy. He says, well, in our place, our custom is to do the right thing. We cannot allow the younger daughter to get married before the older daughter. What kind of a person are you, Jacob, that you want us to violate our custom? And that's the arch criminal type. Judaism warns us greatly against somehow coding illegitimacy with legalities, with the veneer of being legitimate when it really is not. There is a great verse in Psalms that says, those that create evil through law. Well, law can create evil. We all know that. The Nuremberg laws, hundreds and hundreds of examples throughout history. But the father of that concept is Lavan. Jacob works another 7 years and does marry Rachel. And then he will marry Bilhah and Zilpah. He will have 12 children, 12 male children, plus a daughter, Dinah. And eventually, he himself becomes wealthy in the house of Lavan. Lavan has become a trillionaire because of Jacob. But Lavan resents the fact that Jacob also became wealthy. You know, that's the problem in life. There's a story that I tell that two people had the exact same store, pretty much the same location, the same prices. One was very successful, one was not. The man that was unsuccessful went over to the successful man and he said, how come you're making it and I'm not? And the man answered him, he said, it's simple, it's elementary. You're watching 2 stores, I'm watching 1 store. If as long as we're watching the other man's store, We're never going to be satisfied with what we have, no matter how much we have. And this is another lesson that we learn from Jacob, the ability to somehow be happy and satisfied with what I have, immaterial of what you have in comparison. I want to thank you for watching. My name is Beryl Wine.
For more on Jewish history, go to jewishhistory.org.